Everyone wants a man of God until you realize that that man will love Jesus way more than he will ever love you. And honestly, as a woman that used to date in the world, I had a big problem if I was not number one in a man's life.
You are all I need, and I give you all of me. You come first, more of you, less of me. I'm moving like Matthew 6:33.
I was either the priority or I was out. And that's very selfish. But I want to share with you how the Lord is so faithful and so kind. I remember years ago when I was done with the dating pool and dating in the world, I started to feel convicted about having sex before marriage, before I even gave my life to Jesus. I just always would cry and be so sad when I fornicated. And honestly, that was a deal breaker for most of the men that I was meeting. So I knew then that I had to change my type, and I also had to attract the type of man that would respect my boundaries. So this is all before I knew the Lord and before I knew Jesus. I used to pray for a man of God when I was nowhere near a woman of God. I was walking in direct opposition of the fruits of the Spirit. I was living a life of fornication. I was living a life of repeated sin, living a life of lying. I was walking in my flesh and in my feelings. Excessive drinking, partying, smoking, hookah, being angry, fighting, bitterness. All the works of my flesh was out to play. But yet, I was asking God to send me one of his sons. I know God was laughing at me because now I'm laughing at me. How dare, how dare I ask God for something that I was not? But let me tell you how loving God is, how faithful he is. The Lord saw that request because he saw exactly what I was going through with these men in the streets and in the world. He saw my desire. He saw that genuineness. He saw that conviction I was feeling. And he exceedingly abundantly answered my prayer request by turning me into what I was praying for. Because becoming a born again believer, becoming a Christian in general, was never a part of my life's plan for myself. But God, I thank him just for my salvation because I never knew I could be saved. I didn't know Christianity was available to me. I didn't see anyone around me that was truly living this lifestyle of consecration and walking with the Lord wholeheartedly. I didn't meet anyone that had a true relationship with Jesus Christ until I started to feel convicted. And once I finally gave my life to Christ, I realized there's a whole bunch of us out here. God is so merciful. He's so sovereign. He turned my very wrong prayer request, but applied it to me. How amazing is our God? God turns you into what you've been praying for.